I'm very upset that my daughter, sorry you guys, I got a plastic bag in my window, but I'm very upset that this conversation even made it to social media. And unfortunately, because I know Davion, and Davion may be the bigger person, she may be above the bullshit, and maybe she won't come back and try to air out dirty laundry. But Marjanae said a whole bunch of things that weren't true. She painted a picture about Davion that's not factual, but she wanted to do a smear campaign, I guess. So that's what she did. It's very hurtful. I just tried to reach out to my Janae and she hung up the phone. She did not want to talk to me because I wanted to ask her why. Like, when I close my eyes and think about it, you guys, I cannot, hey, Rita, I cannot even believe that this is taking place today. I cannot believe that my oldest daughter, a private person, hey, you guys, hey, Laverne, hey, Stacy, thank you guys, hey, In the Safe Zone, hey, Miss LB, hey, Tiffany, hey, Timo, hey, Tasha, hey, Lynette Chapman, hey, Kibo, hey, Jacqueline, hey, the KT, hey, Shelly, hey, Lena, hey, you guys, hey, everybody. I just came to vent. I'm quite embarrassed of what my daughters are doing. The same way that Majane wanted to have a freedom to express herself, I think that Davion was within her rights to say how she felt about the situation. A lot of people can agree with Majane. A lot of people can agree with Davion. A lot of people know that YouTube is no place for you to heal. I don't believe that those are Majane's intentions. I do believe that Majane is going to regret a lot of things that she said. I do believe that Majane, but once you put something on the World Wide Web, it's hard to take it back. What Davion said about referencing to Corey should not have gotten a response that it got from Majane. But people don't like the truth. If we were going to have this conversation, and it's almost like this, right? Because it's already out there. But even when Majane mentioned my health issues, I didn't understand that, you guys. I didn't understand what that had to do with who I am as a person. But my daughter felt the need to talk about it because she's been wanting to let the world know what I was going through, and that was my private business. I still, to this day, I'm not going to get on here and do say certain things about my Janae because it's not necessary. It's not necessary. My Janae will show the world exactly who she is, and that's what she's doing today. She thinks that she's saying a lot about me or a lot about Davion. I don't care about the conversation, you guys. I could give a damn about the conversation that Majane wants to have about me. I just said that, can you tell people the full picture? If you're going to tell the story, tell the whole complete story, you guys. How can you partially tell the story? Did I just walk up to you and cuss you out because I just felt like cussing you out? What was the beginning of the story that led us to the point where I'm using harsh words towards you? And another thing, you guys, Majanae's not a doctor. She went to school and got a law degree. She's not a psychiatrist. So she can't label me a narcissist. I don't accept that from her. And this is the reason why it never bothered me, right? It didn't bother me for her to make reference to that because I could look around and say certain people are narcissists, but I'm not a professional and I'm not inclined to even give people that label. So I don't care. I really don't care, right? About her saying that. But I understand if you're going to be transparent, and this is something that Majane should know, if you're going to be transparent, don't leave your part out of the situation. That's very manipulating. That's one-sided. That's conniving. It's not giving people the full transparency that you are promising to give. If you want to give transparency, then say what led up to the point where me and you cannot live together as adults. Tell people what happened when I drove you to Las Vegas to get your apartment out there. You're not being transparent because it's a lot of unsaid stories that you're leaving out on purpose because you don't want to paint the picture about who you are. But see, Majane, it's so sad because you're already telling the story about who you are, even with this conversation. It's very immature. It's very vindictive. It's very evil. It's very low vibrational. Like, none of this says that you're a good person. You telling the story about me does not represent you as a good person. You're missing the whole point, Majane. See, a good person will tell the truth no matter how bad it sounds, right? Like, even with putting yourself in the equation, taking accountability is so necessary, right? Now, my Janae, I know you're listening, but you just opened up yourself to be exposed unnecessarily. Very unnecessarily, because what Davion said is that what you're doing is something that she won't do. That's it. It was nothing more about it. But you get offended and you feel hurt because you don't feel supported. Why can't, but if it's okay for you to stand in your truth, why is it not okay for Davion to stand in her truth? Like, I don't understand. If you want it for you, why can't you give it to others? If you want everybody to agree with the conversation that you're having, then why don't you fall back and allow people to have the conversation that they want to have? But see, again, one-sided, manipulating, and I don't know what got you so bent up, so stressed out. I kind of know, but I'm not gonna put it on here. I'm just like, it's a sight for sore eyes. It's sad as hell, because everything that we built up, you're like that angry little kid that want to come knock down all the blocks because things weren't set up your way. And you made a statement about all these people wanting you and nobody being attracted to Davion. But I asked you a question in your chat, like, how did you know these people were attracted to you? I think that the people were being polite. I think the Bali trip, the men were not looking to hook up and have romantic relationships with anybody. I believe that Davion got just as much attention as you. You want to make Davion feel like she's less than you, and that's not the case. I think that Davion is equally beautiful as you. I think that Davion is equally educated as you. I think that Davion is an all-around good person. I believe that, Majane, you being the older sister, my honest opinion, and I hope this doesn't offend you, but I really believe that you could pull some of the love and goodness from Davion, because you have walked around angry, upset, evil, vindictive your whole life. Aren't you tired? Aren't you tired of being that way? Aren't you tired? Because guess what, Majane? I'm your mother and I love you unconditionally, right? So I'm not going to hold this against you, but it's really an ugly look. It really, like I said, it says more about you than what you ever said here and described about me. And I'm not offended by anything that you have to say. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything that happened in people's households don't make it to the internet. But see, when people like you around, you will bring everybody privacy to the internet. Everybody's except your own. Now, you talked about me, you talked about Davion, but you have yet to talk about who you are. You have yet to talk about some of the things that you've been through. That's not a good look. It's not a good look for you, right? But you want to leave that out on purpose. And that's where the conversation gets fucked up. That's where the conversation get kind of messy, because nobody wanted to do this with you, Majane, but you play a hard game. You come here and think that you could say something, and then you want to be butthurt and offended when somebody come and say something about you. That's not fair. Hold on, you guys. I can't see this. Hey, Roz. Hey, Royalty Queen. How you doing, baby? Everyone can pull something from others. Let me see. From a young person to a older person. Exactly, Sony Day. Everybody, hey, go get it. Everybody can, can help. I just can't believe that my oldest daughter, I am surprised, you guys. Now, I've been seeing a lot of things. This is one thing that really, like, gut punched me. Not my Janae. Not the person that builds her life on loyalty. Not the person that's, loyal to the people that loves her. And then when you don't have a lot of people, see, my children don't have a lot of people, right? They have me. Outside of me, my kids can't pick up the telephone and call not one person for help, for guidance, for anything. My children only have me. And for Majane to sit here and go against the one person that she has in life is crazy to me. It's really, and then at this time, like I said, this dialysis, this what I'm going through is, I think that God has shielded me, because it doesn't bother me, you guys. And maybe my kids are acting out because they are worried about something. I don't know. But I know ain't nothing gonna get solved and healed, not on YouTube. I come here and do reactions on how other people can get their shit together. Never in a million years did I think that I was gonna come here and referee an argument between two sisters. that definitely love each other. But definitely things are going too far and they are allowing it to do so because nobody wants to be the bigger person and stop. So all everything that Majane just said, y'all don't think Davion, when she get out of class, that she don't have a whole bunch to say? Because I'm sure she does. And I'm not encouraging her to. I wish somebody would be the bigger person. I'm just trying to stand in the reality of how things may be. So I don't want to be hit with any surprises. I'm going to keep it real with my motherfucking self. If Davion come here and say some things that's private about my Janae, I'm not going to be surprised. And I hope that you guys are not surprised either. I hope that you guys know that it's a good chance that that's just what may happen. And no, I don't want it to happen. And my oldest daughter took everything that I said out of content because I didn't mean it that way. I thought that I was doing a good thing by saying it's okay to have this conversation. I didn't know that I was belittling her and giving her permission. I was just trying to be in agreement with her because I'm not ashamed. It's nothing you can say about me. Listen, it's nothing that I've done to my children that makes me ashamed to be able to repeat what I've done. Nothing. Even when I cussed them out, when I said so nice things, if I said it, I said it. And I may apologize for it later, but I'm not going to sit here and tuck my tail and hang my head low because I said it. It's not one thing, not even my Janae, in her angriest mind frame, can come here and say something that's going to be embarrassing to me. My life is just what my life is. Like, I'm happy about everything in life. But let me tell you what I've been dealing with for years, right? I've been dealing with this with women. And, it's no big deal, but it kind of hits home when it happens between me and my children. Now, I don't think that my Janae is jealous of me. I don't think that my Janae has a reason to be jealous of me. But it's some women that just don't like that life is just as good for you with less to work. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, I didn't go to college. I didn't go to law school. I didn't do anything. And I have created a beautiful life for myself with less. I've taken less of what I have and I've made it the best for me, and I'm thankful. Some people don't like that about me. I've been dealing with that my whole life. People been looking at me upset because I'm okay with my life, just like on here, you guys. When these people say her life wasn't amazing, they're so affected because I deem my life amazing. They're so affected by that, which they shouldn't care, but they do care, right? They care enough that they have built a level of hatred for me, right? So I don't care about that. I'm used to women feeling some type of way about me. Sorry, you guys, I have to turn the air on. It's hot in this car. But I'm used to women feeling this way. I've just never got it from my child. Now, I feel like my child has a little bit of resentment in her. I believe that my child feels like she's, went to college and law school and she has all this, and why the fuck is things okay for her mom? Like, I don't know. And I could be wrong. I'm on here speculating at best with you guys because it's a brain, and like I'm confused a little bit, right? Like, I'm confused to the point where I can't put my finger on what the real issue is. Like, I just can't put my finger on it. Hold on. Let me see if I can see these. Yes, as Sony Day, I agree. Sony Day, hey boo. Let me see if I can see what Sony Day say. Heart desire. She already told my business, so I'm about to dig in her ass. Then lay it to rest. Oh, I hope it be over before long, Davion. No, let me see. No disrespect, but I don't understand why she brought it up after all of the smoke cleared. She didn't want to bring it, but it is what it is. So now she's using her platform to make $1. I guess, Sony Day, I don't know. And like I said, I want to give my daughter the excuse that, maybe it's stress, you guys. Maybe she got a lot on her plate and this is her way of lashing out. I don't know what it is, you guys. I'm just as confused as everybody else. And I'm really heartbroken because these are both my daughters that I love. I love my daughters. I'm proud of my daughters. You guys are all about to witness Davion getting her bachelor's degree, and she's really earned her bachelor's degree. It took her a while, but she did it. I mean, you don't have to be the first to run the race as long as you complete the race. That's all that matters, right? Hey Phyllis, how you doing? I can barely see you guys. I'm in my car and I did not bring my glasses with me. But I had to get on here and say something because it was so necessary that I did. Like I said, pray for us. I'm not even gonna say just pray for one over the other. Pray for all of us because apparently this is a family that's grieving, right? We're hurting. Apparently because I cannot believe that it made it to the internet. Now, every argument that's had inside the home, you don't expect it to come on the internet, but it's definitely on the internet. Like I don't understand. My Janae's upset she don't feel fully supported by Davion, but if Davion said that it's unnecessary to just tell things about me, which again, let me be clear, I don't care. I told my Janae talk about whatever you want to talk about. I can kind of say, she left out a big reason. Like I know you guys want to know, well, how did it get there? How did it get to the point where your mom was calling the police on you? Don't you guys want the beginning of that story? Or do you guys just want the fact that I called the police? How bad does it have to be for a mother? Have you guys asked yourself this question? Did anybody imagine how bad it has to be for a mother to call the police not once, not twice, but several times on their child? What happened? See, that would be the piece that's missing. And it's not fair that that piece is missing because it explains a lot. It will clear the picture up for everybody since we're talking about it. I can accept what Davion said when she said, if you're going to talk about it, talk about everything. Quit leaving out the part that paints you in a bad light. Don't not answer the questions that people are dropping down in your chat asking you because it puts you in a bad light. But you want to act like I'm in a bad light. You guys know what I did do? Y'all know what I did do because it wasn't easy raising 4 children by myself, but I did it. I did it without complaining. I did it. My kids have never been homeless. My kids have never been evicted. My kids have never been without lights or water. My kids have never went a day being hungry. My kids never showed up to school hungry. My kids listen, I love them. I attended to their needs. I did everything that I was supposed to do. What people have to understand is this is the product of a child having a child. See, Majane was at my high school graduation. I was 18. I had her in April. I walked the stage in June. I turned 18 in February. So all while I'm growing up, my daughter had to grow up with me. Along the way, plenty of mistakes. I'm sure I made more mistakes with Majane than I did with Davion because Davion came at a time where I had learned a lot from those mistakes that I had already made with my oldest 2 children, right? So things look a little bit different for Davion than it does Majane, but that's just what happens, right? I don't feel, like I said, you guys, it's not one thing Majane can come on here to say that will make me feel any type of way. I will own up to whatever it is that she wants me to hold myself accountable for. I will respect her wishes and her views and say, if I made you feel this way, who the fuck am I to say that you didn't feel this way? I will agree with Majane and apologize, and hopefully we can move on. But what I'm not in agreement with is her being vindictive. Is her being evil? Is her trying to hurt somebody? If you're telling your story, it shouldn't hurt. If you're being transparent, then it should be your truth. But again, Majane, because I know you're listening, this is not going to be a place where you heal. And I know you're educated enough to know that. So I don't know what your reason is to want to have this conversation other than the views and the money that it brings when you have problematic conversations that brings in the views, right? Because it's almost 900 people in this chat because drama sells, right? Drama sells. And my drama sells, you guys. Hold on. It doesn't matter how great of a mom you are. There will always be someone who thinks differently. Let me see. And finds fault. You can only do you think is best at the time. Exactly, Sony Day. I gave it my best. And that's why I said I don't feel bad. But if my child tells me something hurt them, then I know, because I have aunties that love me and I have conversations with older women that lived a lot longer than me. And sometimes I just have to acknowledge that it's a real thing for them. I don't want to take away that they genuinely feel this way, right? So I will hold myself accountable, even if I don't really agree. I hold myself accountable because I want to be, respectful to other people's feelings. I don't want to water down what they're feeling, because I want people to respect how I feel, right? So in order to get respect, you have to give it. You have to give it. Let me see. Baby T say, Roz, breathe and let it work out. I am. Perhaps Maya can't express what she's feeling. I will say this. You can tell the love is there because it's emotional. I didn't even talk to my sister. Take a breath. Thank you, baby T. And I'm taking a deep breath, but you guys have to know I am hurt. I'm devastated. And if you guys know anything about, I've been around Marjane for 33 years. When I say this is a character flaw that I've never seen or expected to come, I never thought that my oldest daughter would be the one that come on here and tell the world that I'm on dialysis. Not my oldest daughter. So loyal, so good with keeping things private. I never thought that she wanted to do that to me. And like I said, I can't, and maybe it's me. Maybe somebody can explain it to me. But I don't know, with me being on dialysis, I don't understand what that have to do with who I am as a person, and why my oldest daughter felt the need to expose that about me. And when these people said that I'm exposed, I'm like, I'll take the exposure. If this is exposing me, I'll take it. It's not that bad. It's nothing to be ashamed of. I can walk in my truth. I'm sure it's a lot of people that can relate to exactly what I'm saying. I'm still Roz. I'm still chopping it up with Roz. It's a bump in the road. Just like y'all see me going through it, you're going to see me get through it. When you say take a breath, I'm taking a breath. I'm very calm. I'm being honest. This is my raw emotions. I only came live, you guys, because I called my daughter phone, and she could not bring herself to talk to me. Because how can you talk to somebody and face somebody when you know you're wrong? See, one thing about it, Marjanae's sitting somewhere right now knowing that she's wrong. All the help that Davion gave her with raising her daughter, y'all think Marjanae raised Kylie by herself? No, Davion was a big help to raising Kylie. All Davion nieces and nephews love her because Davion takes time with all the kids. Marjanae had a great deal of help with Kylie. Walking to school, homework, Davion did that for the love of her sister. We listen, you guys wouldn't even imagine. Davion moved to LA and went to school in LA to assist her sister. Davion has made a lot of sacrifices for her sister. It's never been asked of Marjanae to make those type of sacrifices for Davion. Never, ever, ever. Never. Marjanae has not made those same sacrifices. And for her to be on here and not able to respect the fact that Davion saw things differently, it's heartbreaking. It's so sad that she wants the respect, but she can't give it. It's sad, you guys. It's very sad. Let me see. Hey, Miss Janice, how you doing? Hey, nothing to think with. Val Barnes, I don't care what your education level is. Wisdom, let me see. Show enough comes with age. Speak the truth, Roz. Exactly, Val. Because I could say, okay, you could have all the education in the world, but if you don't have common sense, then what do you really have? See, I got a great deal of common sense, and it has taken me far in life. My common sense has helped me maneuver through life and have just as a great thing as if I went to a university. I live my life as if I have a master's. I have mastered life, right? So I don't feel like I'm shortcoming or I'm lacking anything. I don't feel that way. because I lack nothing. I have everything of what I need and more, right? Hey, four leaf clover. I can hear the hurt, Ross. Yes, I'm hurt, almighty peeps. I'm definitely hurt. I'm definitely surprised. But I'm so thankful to be out in the environment. You guys see how beautiful it is today? I would come on camera, you guys, but these nappy French braids, I just don't even feel like people taking screenshots. But I'm clean. It's a beautiful day. The sun is out. Davion will be out of class in 36 minutes. This is her last class. Hopefully, we can stop somewhere and get us a Starbucks and celebrate not having to come to San Jose any longer. But I'm thankful that I'm outside. I'm thankful that I'm not cooped up in my house with all this stress on my shoulders. I cannot wait to get back home though, because I am going to get on my hands and knees and pray. Believe that my children are in a spiritual warfare. I believe that whatever the hurt is in them and whatever is going on, I pray that they direct it exactly where it needs to be, because on YouTube is not the place. It's not the place, you guys. It's not. It's not. Let me see. It's not. It's just not the place, you guys. No matter how they slice and dice it, this is not the place. Life and life say, Roz, you keep pushing and giving all this to God. Exactly. Anyone in their right mind should have known you were on dialysis, and nobody is judging. There are still loved by YouTube. Exactly, life is life. People, nothing changed about it. But, I just wanted to keep something private, you guys. I have a right to my privacy, just like all of us do, right? Everybody has a right to privacy. And when your privacy is stripped away from you unnecessarily, it gives questions in your mind, right? But you're right. I'm going to continue to give it to God. I'm going to continue to show up on YouTube and do what I enjoy doing. I've been trying to get a reaction out on my dysfunctional family. I guess I'm the dysfunctional family right now. But I love the people, my dysfunctional family. I love them. I see my family in them, a great deal in them, right? But I believe that it's not over. I wish it was going to be over, but I would be out of my mind to think that Davion is not going to respond to some of the hurtful, misleading things that was said about her. And who the fuck am I to ask her not to? If I listened to what the things that my Janae said, and it hurt me to hear her say the things that she said about her sister, who the fuck am I to tell Davion not to speak on her truth? Like, who am I? You guys are going to find out a great deal about all of us today, right? I guess. Thank you, Tony. Roz God, got you, love you. Thank you, Tony. I love you too. And thank you guys for loving me throughout it all. Because who would have thought that I was going to be here this week? Who would have thought that this would be my argument this week? It's you messy ones in the chat for me. Okay, Shalaxa with Queen T. Baby T say if she told you, hold on, let me see. Where'd it go? Oh, I wanted to see that. Being in dialysis is something you shouldn't be ashamed of. There are a lot of people on YouTube that share that journey on being on dialysis. You right, M, and I'm not ashamed of it. I never said that I attached shame to dialysis. I just said that that was a part of my life that I wanted to keep private. Do you understand what I'm saying? So never ashamed. If I was ashamed of it, I would have just got on here and deny, right? But I stood in my truth. I just can't believe that my daughter is the one that brought it out to the forefront. But I told you guys, if you want to know anything about me, it would have to come from Davion or my Janae. Because outside of them, can't nobody tell y'all nothing about me. Let me see. Special K said, I heard the hurt in your voice yesterday, Roz. I was praying as you were speaking. God is going to fix this. Some things only comes. Oh, what you say, Special K? Some things only come the way of fasting and praying. Seek God, Roz. Thank you, Special K, and I am. I am, honey. I am. I woke up and I said, what a fucked up way to start the day. Now, I knew Marjanae was kind of upset yesterday, but when Davion came in my room and she was like, oh, Marjanae responded to me, she's upset. I didn't hear Marjanae fully. When yesterday I called Marjanae, you guys, and I said, Maya, did you hear my video? I said, well, have whatever conversations you want to have. I said, I was telling the squad that it was perfectly okay with me for you to do that, right? Now, Davion kept saying, well, Mom, if she has the conversation, why is she only saying things about you? Why is she not giving the full story? And I said, Davion, don't worry about it. It's not affecting me. I called Marjanae. I asked her, did she hear my video? I was so fucked up when Marjanae said that it was as if I was giving her permission and she didn't need permission. I wasn't trying to give my child permission because she's an adult, right? She's an adult and she's free to do what she wants to do. I know this. I tell you guys this, right? So when Marjanae came with that today, I was just like, oh my gosh, she misunderstood me. And that's the most frustrating thing ever is when you're misunderstood. I sincerely was giving my daughter, I was just letting her know. I thought it would kind of like, I thought it would like be a benefit to her if she knew that it was not affecting me. But I don't know if she wanted to affect me or maybe I don't know. Listen, right about now, you guys, I'm confused. This is one time where I don't have the answers. Because I'm like, well, did she want me to agree or did she want me to be bothered? I'm not bothered. I thought that that would make the conversation easy. But whatever Davion said about what she would do differently, it affected Majane. And for Majane to respond with all that anger towards Davion because she feels different is crazy. Like, I don't understand why Majane felt like her sister didn't have her back. She just simply didn't agree with how you're going about doing things. And I'm in agreement with everybody when I say your healing is not going to come from YouTube, baby. Majane, you're not going to heal venting on YouTube. You may think that you will, but I think that you would do better if you really went and got professional help. If you really went somewhere and was able to tell a stranger the full story so they can give you the correct advice for you to move forward. But on here telling the story that only paints a picture about me and says nothing about you, that's not going to help you, sweetie. That's not helpful because people don't have the full image of everything. People are not crazy. They like, okay, Roz, we've been getting to know her for the last couple of years. Y'all think I just want to call the police on my daughter because it's fun? Do you guys know that when you get to the point where you're calling 911, it's because you're at your wit's end? It's like you don't have another option out there? Well, what led up to that, you guys? I'm not going to come here and tell you guys. Maybe Majane will come and be transparent and she'll tell you guys why I had to call the police so many times on her. Not she called the police on me. Not that I called the police on her. Over 20 times, you guys. That's a mother. That speaks volumes. I don't even have to explain what I was going through at that time, but you guys can already assume that it was rough. It wasn't any physical harm, any domestic violence, mainly verbal. Mainly verbal, and I don't do well with stress. I like my home and everything to be in order. And when it's out of order, it fucks with my anxiety. So what was going on to the point where a mother had to take those drastic measures towards her child that she loves, that I'm proud of, that I wouldn't change being your mother. I still would be your mother. And hopefully one day we'll talk about all this and it won't be a big deal. But I just can't believe how far a 33-year-old mature, because I see a lot of immaturity on all parts, even my own. It's nothing mature about it. The things that you were able to say about your little sister that loves you and adore you. And when Davion was in Bali and she said that her sister didn't have her back because Davion breaks her neck for her sister. Davion loved the ground her sister walks on. When I say lifting furniture, helping her raise her child, making books for her homework assignment, whatever Davion could do to assist her sister, she's always said yes. She's never told Majane no. Look up to her, and hopefully they'll get that relationship back again. And I pray that this don't ruin what they had, because they are definitely true sisters, right? That's able to give love to each other. Thank you, baby T. Thank you, Tiffany. I'll read it as soon as I get off, honey. But I hope that they can repair whatever damage has been done. I know that it's going to be a very popular topic and people are going to gossip and speculate and draw their own conclusions. It's okay. It's not nothing that somebody can do to me that I don't expect to be done. It's okay. But what people can do is affect me. What people can do is stop me from being me, because I've been walking through a whole bunch of, hard moments throughout my life. See, I didn't just wake up and be strong one day. See, I was raised to be strong. I was raised to endure bullshit, even if it's this type of shit. I know how to go to God. I know how to pray. I know how to have faith. So this is why I'm not worried. See, you guys, I'm just surprised. I don't like what I see going on, but it's okay. Hold on, let me see what y'all saying. Hey, Melissa, I see you, baby. I just cannot see these comments because I don't have my glasses. Tony says, speaking against any and all platform seeking destruction into the atmosphere. You know who you are. We will, let me see, we pull down all, what is that? Strongholds. This battle will be won in his name. Let me see, that is above all names. All right, Tony. Thank you, baby. Thank you for that prayer. And I know I read it all crazy. I could barely see these itty bitty words on my screen, you guys. I just said, let me let you guys know that as much as devastating as it is, I don't understand how or why she was able to say the things that she said. And one day I'm going to be able to ask her, what was it that Davion here and say and do the things that you said? Like, I really want, because I heard what Davion said. And it was nothing to that level that would trigger Marjanae to say some of the god awful things that she said. That's just like my health. It was nothing that I said on my video that would prompt my daughter to come out here and disclose my medical situation. I don't understand it. And I don't care if, listen, I'm being honest, you guys. I don't understand what it was that was said or done that rise to the occasion for the response that Marjanae gave. And it's not an Aries thing. Unless Aries are evil, I wouldn't blame it on the zodiac sign. It has nothing to do with the zodiac sign, you guys. Like, I really want Marjanae to answer that question. What made you come here and go so god awful low, because nothing was that low about you? You guys, listen, y'all, listen, it's sad. But like I said, today is going to be a lot of things being said about people. A lot of things, you guys, because that door has been open. The floodgate is open. See that the interrupters are trying to call my phone. Aretha Bag, thank you, Roz. You acknowledge your shortcomings. Still love and respect my children. Trina Whittaker, how you doing? We love you, Roz. I love you too. And maybe, I don't know, maybe my daughter don't want, I don't know, you guys. I don't even want to put certain words into the atmosphere. So certain things I'm going to refrain, because I'm like, am I missing something? I really felt like maybe I missed something. Maybe I'm not listening careful enough, because I'm like, what the fuck was said that make my daughter go so motherfucking low? It will definitely be fixed, you guys. Sony Day is speaking to baby T. Someone is calling her phone. Yeah. Someone's, they trying to play. Roz, my son, is a Aries, and let me see, and he is the same age as your daughter. He would never put me out on social